My dear one, you stumbled upon this too soon. Yet, the heavens had other intentions for this evening. There is vital information you must learn, and once revealed, your perception of her will forever change. This is not a tale of strangers, dreams, or omens. It concerns your sister, yes, the one you believe you understand. However, her concealed actions are now being unveiled by divine forces, not as a means of punishment but as a safeguard for you. Before we proceed, I implore you, do not rush or hesitate. The heavens are observing how you respond to this. Even as you read these words, your sister's name reverberates in the spiritual realm. The truth has long awaited its unveiling, and it begins with you. Archangel Michael has endeavored to communicate with you for the past 3 days, acting on a special directive from God. He wishes for you to be informed before it becomes too late. Ignoring this will only deepen the heartache you may experience. Thus, I convey this urgent message with trepidation. You have sensed it, haven't you? That peculiar tension brimming between you and her, the instinctive awareness that all is not as it appears. That fleeting moment when you gazed into her eyes and perceived a myriad of hidden truths beneath her smile. My dear, the heavens affirm that your intuition is correct. The moment for revelation has arrived, and tonight is pivotal. If you are feeling chills or your heart races, know this is no accident. It signifies that this message is intended for you. Should you believe that this communication reached you for a divine purpose, pause for 5 seconds and subscribe to this sacred message channel, for what I will disclose is knowledge others will not share. Archangel Michael warns, should they disregard this now, they will come to regret it within a week. But should they heed the message, their sorrow will transform into triumph. Now, pay close attention. Cherished soul, your sister is not malevolent, however, she has engaged in activities that do not align with divine approval. Despite numerous chances granted by God, it is now your turn to be aware, as her actions will directly influence your life. The longer you remain oblivious, the graver the spiritual ramifications. I speak with love and divine seriousness. You may perceive her as quiet and gentle, yet she harbors secrets even from herself. What commenced as a secret has evolved into a habitual pattern over the past 6 months, developing discreetly behind closed doors. Archangel Michael has borne witness to this. Angels attempted to obstruct it, and God sent dreams, yet she persisted. This matter extends beyond her, it pertains to the potential consequences for you. This message had to be conveyed. Remember, God does not shame, He issues warnings. God redeems, but only when the truth is embraced, and you, dear one, have been selected to bear that truth first. Your continued reading signifies something profound. Heaven rejoices in your willingness, for only those chosen remain attentive when the truth is uncomfortable. Prepare yourself. In 3 days, an event will transpire that may appear inconsequential, yet it is significant. This will be a moment when God will reveal a hidden phone call, a clandestine visit, or a secret financial connection that you were not meant to discover, but discover it you will. When this unfolds, remember this message. A letter or possibly a screenshot, some hidden item within a folder, on a device, or stored in the cloud, bears your name. It has awaited your discovery, serving as the crucial element to the feelings you have been sensing. When you find it, strive not to panic. That moment is a bridge between shock and freedom, illusion and truth. Your sister did not mean to cause you harm, yet what she is concealing may lead to distress if it remains unaddressed. Archangel Michael has already established a protective barrier around your energy, which explains your recent experiences of fatigue and sudden chills. The whispers from the spiritual realm are gently calling for your awareness. There exists a concern that must not be ignored, yet help is on its way. As you read this, dear one, understand that this message is part of that assistance. I implore you, in the name of the divine, to engage with these insights rather than dismiss them as mere background noise for later consideration. Delaying might result in irreversible repercussions. You are under the vigilant care of angels, and the disruptive energy your sister has inadvertently introduced into your environment has caught attention. This turmoil explains your restless nights and volatile emotions. Something has been spiritually infiltrating your personal space. However, the dawn of clarity has now illuminated this situation. If your spirit has remained with me until now, you are likely already perceiving this shift. A significant, divine event is unfolding with each breath you take. Pause for a moment, and if you have yet to do so, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel of divine messages, for such communications are not arbitrary, they are intended specifically for you. You were meant to receive this, an awakening is occurring within you. Do not ignore the next celestial communication. Your sister did not intend harm, but her concealed emotions can indeed cause damage if left unattended. Archangel Michael has fortified a shield around your energy. Your recent feelings of fatigue or unexplained chills are signals from the spiritual realm indicating that something is amiss. Aid is underway, and you are currently receiving that support. The warning here transcends your sister's actions. It pertains to her upcoming decisions which, had this message not reached you, could have resulted in spiritual challenges not only for her but for you as well. This protective intervention is not meant to instill fear but to ensure your safety. I earnestly ask you, are you ready to unveil what the divine seeks to reveal? Are you willing to awaken your spiritual awareness, even if it brings discomfort? The moment you consent, heavenly forces will start to orchestrate transformations behind the scenes, and within 48 hours, you may witness these shifts manifest, perhaps through an unexpected call, an offhand remark, or an impromptu conversation that provides new insights. Your sister remains a cherished child of God, surrounded by divine love, and so are you, preventing you from being oblivious to potential threats to your peace, health, or destiny. Abundant blessings are poised to enter your life, but they cannot settle if deception still lingers. The heavens are making room for truth, which is why Archangel Michael is present in your life at this critical time. This message is not to be disregarded, it carries directives from the divine. I must also share something that may resonate uncomfortably yet ultimately lead to your liberation. Your sister has harbored feelings of jealousy. She has attempted to hide this, yet it has influenced her choices, her words, and her relationship with you. Even as she smiles in photographs, she has silently compared herself to you. While she believed these feelings went unnoticed, God was aware, and divine mercy often entails revelations for protective reasons. So, what actions should you take? Engage in prayer, embrace silence for a moment, and avoid immediate confrontation. Listen closely, for your next steps will be illuminated in divine timing. When that moment arrives, you will instinctively know what to express, and your heart will be resolute, as Michael will be there to support you, and the heavens will celebrate your courage. You may initially question this revelation, but I urge you to listen regardless, as it connects to your shared history with your sister. It recalls childhood days when you confided in each other, laughed together, and pledged to protect one another. Yet, something shifted, a moment of comparison, a comment, or a statement from someone significant that made her feel you were favored. From this seed, a quiet resentment grew, buried deep without ever being voiced. This unspoken jealousy has darkened her decisions, particularly those involving you. God conveys that this moment was not your wrong, yet its lingering impact on your destiny cannot be ignored. I cannot allow this shadow to obstruct the blessings meant for you. Your recent challenges, the unanswered prayers, are the result of the energy cloud created by someone close to your heart. Understanding the individual involved will enable the heavens to commence cleansing. Someone she confides in is still present, a person who once shared a smile with you. You face someone you either trusted or once adored. Behind the scenes, however, your sister has been communicating with this individual, sharing statements that are either partially true, distorted, or, worse yet, intended to subtly undermine your reputation. These words have taken root in a subtle way. But take heart, for when a falsehood is illuminated by divine truth, it will wither away instantly. That moment is approaching. You will not engage in this battle through physical means. The heavens are already interceding for you in the spiritual realm. Thus, it is crucial that you prepare yourself. Prepare to remain silent even when the urge to protest becomes overwhelming. Prepare to extend love towards her, even when the unveiled truth feels like a betrayal. Prepare to rise above your circumstances, for once this issue is resolved, your blessings will manifest at an unprecedented velocity. The very things you have prayed for, your breakthrough, your calling, your relationships, the divine affirmations, were never denied, they were merely delayed. And tonight, that delay comes to an end. If your eyes are moist or your hands tremble, it indicates that this message is resonating precisely where it is meant to be felt. This signifies a divine touch upon your soul in this moment. If you have not yet subscribed to this message channel, I kindly urge you to do so before you leave. The next communication I send from the heavens will illuminate aspects of your past that you may not have fully grasped until now. Regarding your sister, she is about to experience a profound sensation, perhaps a weight or discomfort. She may be unaware of the cause, but it is the angels surrounding her spirit initiating their work. In these moments, refrain from judgment, scorn, or accusation. Instead, draw close to God, for He is about to perform something through you that will resonate through your lineage. This is a moment of generational healing that begins with you. Archangel Michael conveys, there is a reason you are the one receiving this message, not her. The one with the strongest spirit endures the most challenging revelations, and that one is you. You were chosen to carry this pivotal moment with strength. Your actions from here on out will be transformative. Now, allow me to reveal something that only heaven could disclose. Your sister kept a secret from you years ago, information that could have significantly altered decisions in your life, whether related to relationships, career paths, relocations, or financial matters. At that time, you may have questioned why circumstances did not unfold as anticipated, why feelings of betrayal lingered without clear justification, or why your sense of peace seemed to vanish for extended periods. Now, clarity emerges. God has spoken. What was taken will be restored, and what was concealed will be unveiled, not to shame, but to purify. This is your season of restoration. However, before the light fully saturates your surroundings, shadows must first be illuminated. Now that you are aware, the dawn of clarity is close. In the coming days, you might unexpectedly find yourself in her presence, perhaps during a seemingly ordinary moment, where tension and awkwardness may arise. This is the awakening of spiritual discernment. You will feel something welling up within you. Rather than reacting instinctively, breathe deeply, for God will speak through your gaze. At that moment, refrain from raising your voice or assigning blame. Simply breathe, for Archangel Michael will guide you, and the Spirit of God will accompany you during the confrontation. Yes, one will occur, it is necessary, but you will not be alone. This is not intended to jeopardize your relationship, it aims to purify it. Only the truth can thrive in the light, and only a love grounded in truth can weather the impending storm. My cherished one, the pain you feel is a testament to your care. However, caring without clarity leads to chaos, and God does not desire that for you. He seeks harmony within your home. Yet, how can peace exist while a hidden sword lies beneath your roof? This sword bears the name of deception, masquerading behind your sister's smile. Do not harbor animosity towards her. Prepare yourself, for as soon as you finish this message, the heavens will shift. Archangel Michael warns, the one who disregards this message shall feel the pangs of regret, but the one who heeds it with an open heart will receive protection intricately woven with truth. Thus, I reiterate, if you sense a tremor within your spirit, do not dismiss it. It is not fear, but a prophecy awakening within you, calling you to be alert and prepared for what is to come. You may wonder, why now? Why today? Why were you chosen? It is because the heavens have selected you, not for your age or wisdom, but because your soul is the most aware. Despite your self-doubt, despite your fatigue, your spirit remains tethered to God. This is why Michael was sent to you, and why this message reached you rather than anyone else in your family. You possess the insight to see beyond mere appearances. You have always sensed that your sister carries a burden, although you may not have understood its true nature until now. Allow me to share what the angels have witnessed. Not long ago, your sister sat in silence within her room, the atmosphere heavy. Though her lips remained still, her spirit was in turmoil. A decision loomed before her, and instead of seeking assistance, she invoked a presence she was never meant to. Indeed, beloved, she forged a spiritual pact that did not meet God's approval, and this choice now impacts your entire household. Yet, Herein lies the miracle. Heaven is not exposing her to shame but rather to facilitate her salvation. And you, yes, you are the key, but only if you receive this message with open eyes and an open heart. There exists a letter or perhaps a screenshot, something concealed in a folder, on a device, or within the cloud that bears your name. It has awaited discovery and is the missing piece to the sensations you have been experiencing. When you uncover it, do not succumb to panic. That moment bridges shock and liberation, illusion and clarity. Your sister did not intend to cause you harm, but what she conceals could lead to distress if left unacknowledged. Archangel Michael has already created a protective barrier around your energy, which explains your recent bouts of inexplicable exhaustion or sudden chills. The whispers of the spiritual realm are gently urging your attention. There is an underlying concern that cannot be ignored, yet assistance is on its way. As you read these words, beloved, know that this message is part of that help. I implore you, in the name of the divine, to engage with these insights and not dismiss them as mere background noise for later consideration, because postponement may lead to irreversible consequences. You are under the watchful gaze of angels, and the energy your sister inadvertently introduced into your surroundings has not gone unnoticed. This disturbance explains your restless nights and erratic emotions. Something has been spiritually seeping into your personal space. However, a transformative light has now illuminated the situation. If your spirit has remained with me thus far, you are already sensing this shift. A profound, divine occurrence is unfolding with each breath you take. Take a moment to pause, and if you have not already done so, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel of divine messages, as such communications are not random, they are meant for you. You were destined to hear this. An awakening is taking place within you. Do not overlook the next celestial message. Your sister did not intend to harm you, but what she conceals possesses the potential to cause damage if left unaddressed. Archangel Michael has established a protective shield around your energy. Recent feelings of fatigue or unaccountable chills are manifestations of the spiritual realm signaling that something is amiss. Assistance is indeed en route, and you are currently receiving that aid. The warning being conveyed extends beyond your sister's actions. It pertains to her forthcoming choices, which, had you not encountered this message, would have resulted in spiritual repercussions not only for her but for you as well. This protective interruption is not meant to instill fear but to safeguard you. I beseech you, with all reverence, are you prepared to uncover what the divine wishes to unveil? Are you willing to activate your spiritual awareness, even if it leads to discomfort? The moment you consent, celestial forces will begin to orchestrate changes behind the scenes, and within 48 hours, you will witness the manifestation of these shifts, perhaps through an unexpected call, an inadvertent comment, or an impromptu conversation that offers new insights. Your sister remains a cherished child of God, and divine love envelopes her, but so too does it surround you, preventing you from remaining oblivious to potential threats to your peace, health, or destiny. Abundant blessings are poised to enter your life, yet they cannot settle if deception lingers nearby. The heavens are creating space for truth, which is why Archangel Michael is present in your life at this moment. This is not a message to disregard, it carries directives from the divine. I must also share something that may resonate uncomfortably but ultimately lead to your liberation. Your sister has harbored feelings of jealousy. She has attempted to conceal this, yet it has shaped her decisions, her words, and her alignment with you. Even as she smiles in photographs, she has compared herself to you in silence. While she thought such feelings were unnoticed, God was aware, and divine mercy often involves revelation for protective purposes. So what should your course of action be? Engage in prayer, remain silent for a time, and refrain from immediate confrontation. Listen attentively, for your next steps will be illuminated in divine timing. When that moment arrives, you will instinctively know what to express, and your heart will be steadfast, for Michael will be there to support you, and the heavens will take pride in your stance. You may initially doubt this revelation, but I urge you to listen nonetheless, as it connects to your shared history with your sister. It harks back to childhood days when you whispered secrets to each other, laughed together, and vowed to protect one another. Yet, something shifted, a moment of comparison, a comment, or an expression from someone significant that made her believe you were favored. From this seed, a silent resentment grew, buried deep within without ever being voiced. This unspoken jealousy has cast a shadow over her choices, particularly those concerning you. God conveys that this moment was not your wrongdoing, yet its lasting impact on your destiny is undeniable. I cannot allow this shadow to obscure the blessings destined for you. Your recent blocks, the unfulfilled prayers, stem from the energy cloud created by someone close to your soul. Knowledge of the person in question will enable the heavens to commence cleansing. Someone she confides in currently is still in the picture, a person who once directed a smile your way. You are confronted with someone you either held in trust or once loved dearly. Behind the scenes, however, your sister has been communicating with this individual, sharing statements that are either partially true, distorted, or, even worse, intended to quietly undermine your reputation. These words have taken root in a subtle manner. But take heart, for when a falsehood is brought to light by divine truth, it withers away instantly. This moment is approaching. You will not engage in this struggle through physical means. The heavens are already interceding for you in the spiritual realm. As such, it is imperative that you prepare yourself. Prepare to remain silent even when the urge to protest becomes overwhelming. Prepare to extend love towards her, even when the unveiled truth feels like a betrayal. Prepare to rise above your circumstances, for once this matter is resolved, your blessings will manifest at an unprecedented pace. The very things you have petitioned for, your breakthrough, your calling, your relationships, the divine affirmations, were never denied, they were merely delayed. And tonight, that delay concludes. If your eyes are misty or your hands tremble, it indicates that this message is resonating precisely where it was intended. This signifies a divine touch upon your soul at this very moment. If you have not yet subscribed to this message channel, I kindly urge you to do so before you depart. The next communication I send from the heavens will shed light on aspects of your past that even you may not have fully comprehended until this point. Regarding your sister, she will soon experience a profound sensation, perhaps a weight or discomfort. She may be unaware of the cause, but it is the angel surrounding her spirit initiating their work. In these moments, refrain from judgment, scorn, or accusation. Instead, stay close to God, for He is about to perform something through you that will be spoken of throughout your lineage. This is a moment of generational healing that commences with you. The Archangel Michael conveys, "There is a reason you are the one receiving this message, not her." The one with the strongest spirit undergoes the most challenging revelations, and that one is you. You were chosen to carry this pivotal moment with fortitude. Your actions from this point will be transformative. Now, allow me to disclose something that only heaven could reveal. Your sister harbored a secret from you years ago, information that could have altered significant decisions in your life, whether they pertain to relationships, career choices, relocations, or financial endeavors. At the time, you may have wondered why circumstances did not align as expected, why feelings of betrayal lingered without clear justification, or why your sense of peace seemed to disappear for extended periods. Now, the clarity comes: God has spoken. What was taken will be restored, and what was concealed will be revealed, not to shame, but to purify. This is your season of restoration. However, before light fully permeates your environment, shadows must first come to light. Now that you are aware, the dawn of illumination is near. In the days to come, you might find yourself in her presence unexpectedly, perhaps during a seemingly ordinary moment, where tension and awkwardness may arise. This is the awakening of spiritual discernment. You will feel something welling up within you. Rather than reacting impulsively, breathe deeply, for God will speak through your gaze. Your silence will carry more weight than her justifications, and she will sense it. She will recognize that divine intervention is at play. Fear not, for the same God who unveils the truth will provide you with peace. You will not traverse this tumultuous path alone. Angels shall encircle you, and if tears fall, they will be tears of healing, for on the other side of truth lies restoration. You are now stepping into the light. Pay close attention. I am about to unveil something that even time attempted to obscure. There exists an item, perhaps a photograph, a journal entry, a bracelet, or a note carefully folded and neglected. This item will soon resurface in your life, perhaps by chance or as a gift presented to you. The moment you encounter it, your spirit will recognize it, for it holds a shared memory, an emblem of a past connection between you and your sister that was once invaluable before rifts emerged. She preserved it as a testament to love amidst the ensuing confusion. Heaven wishes for this object to return, facilitating healing. Yes, healing is within reach, even after all that has transpired, because divine light does not merely expose darkness to frighten but to liberate. I must emphasize that the upcoming 3 days are sacred. Michael instructs, this is not a period for conflict, reaction, or chaos. It is a time for spiritual preparation, as a divine event will unfold on the third night, a holy visitation. Your dreams may alter, and you may experience unusual sleep patterns. Do not resist this. It is not insomnia but God purposefully rousing you. During one of those nights, heaven will whisper a phrase that could transform everything. A name, a memory, or a phrase that has lingered unexamined for years will arise. When it does, utter no words aloud, simply note it down, for this will be God presenting you with the final piece of the truth. Then, your sister will reach out, perhaps through a message, in person, or by feigning normality, but her soul will be in turmoil, for truth unsettles all it touches. Here lies your task: speak from a place of love, not pain. Convey only what heaven inspires you to share, avoiding the demands of your ego. In that moment, you bear a sacred duty to act as a mirror, rather than a striking hammer. Aim to reflect truth rather than impose it. There is no need to compel her to confess or to provoke tears. Instead, let the divine light within you illuminate so brilliantly that all shadows surrounding her dissipate. Additionally, if she succumbs to her emotions, allow it. If she chooses to flee, let her go. If she responds with denial, continue to love her. The unseen elements are being resolved in the heavens. Your role is not to mend, but to remain faithful, and your journey began the moment you read this message. Your spirit possesses a rare quality. While many might have given up, skipped over this, or dismissed it entirely, you chose to stay engaged. You listened. You wept. You breathed. You believed. This commitment is why heaven is poised to reward you. Indeed, beloved, a reward awaits, arriving sooner than you anticipate. Within 7 days of this message reaching your soul, you will witness a transformation in your environment. A door long sealed will swing open. A message will find its way to you. A significant person will return. A prayer that seemed unanswered will suddenly be fulfilled. All will trace back to this pivotal moment when you embraced the challenging truth. You are not merely a sibling, you embody a soul on a divine mission, which is precisely why the adversary endeavored to blind you. Yet, God has restored your vision, and now nothing can thwart what heaven has initiated. The Archangel Michael assures you, you are approaching a season of clarity. No more fog. No more confusion. No more feeling isolated in your concern. God has seen everything and is in the process of renewing all things. Dry your tears and elevate your heart. You have already triumphed, for love, purified by truth, stands as the most potent force in the universe. Even your sister will express gratitude one day. Perhaps not today or tomorrow, but eventually, when she is fully aware, she will reflect on this moment when heaven selected you to receive this message, and she will say, "I may not have understood then, but I thank you for your unwavering support." Beloved soul, your trial is nearing its conclusion, and the miracle is on the horizon. You have honored this message and what is sacred. As a result, prepare for what is to come next. A final whisper from Archangel Michael before he departs: the angels remain present, not due to danger, but because you have successfully navigated one of the most challenging spiritual initiations a soul can encounter, facing the truth without retreating. Such resolve is rare, yet you exemplified it. You did not turn the page or dismiss this as irrelevant. Instead, you opened your heart and confronted the flames of honesty, permitting heaven to disclose what needed illumination. This pivotal choice has set you on a path toward a new realm of blessings, protection, and peace. Now, listen closely. There is a significant revelation to acknowledge, for heaven seldom concludes a message without a blessing concealed in its last line. Amidst all this, there is another presence watching over your sister, someone unexpected, perhaps a grandparent or a departed relative from your family's lineage. This soul has been whispering to her in dreams, endeavoring to awaken her spirit from within. And the encouraging news is that she is beginning to hear them. Although she may not yet admit it, something deep within her is stirring, the veil is lifting, and soon she will experience a transformative breakdown, one filled with beauty, or release, and a sacred awakening. Your courageous choice to confront the truth has triggered a ripple effect across generations. You have disrupted a harmful cycle. You have ended a curse, and heaven rejoices in your victory. Now, God has a sacred inquiry for you. Are you prepared to receive the blessing that was delayed due to deception? Are you ready for the inheritance that was locked away until this truth was acknowledged? If your soul answers affirmatively, express it wholeheartedly. Yes, Lord, I am ready, for in this moment, angels are being summoned, keys are being unlocked, individuals who have forgotten you are beginning to remember, and opportunities that previously eluded you are now actively seeking you. The peace that once bypassed you is poised to flood your home like the morning sun. It is already unfolding. That peculiar sensation in your chest is no longer fear, it is release, a divine message affirming that you are not alone, that you were never insane, and that you were always chosen. Therefore, tonight, rest without anxiety, rise without apprehension, and navigate your home as if it rightfully belongs to heaven, because it indeed does. Your dwelling is now enveloped in sacred fire, and your spirit is shielded by Michael's protection. No weapon, be it physical or spiritual, formed against you will ever thrive again. This message serves as your shield and is now your sword. Utilize it wisely, speak gently, love deeply, and forgive wholeheartedly. Never again allow deception to remain unchallenged, for you now possess the truth that shall forever accompany you. Heaven takes pride in your journey, Michael remains by your side, and God beams with joy that you responded to his call. This marks your fresh beginning, the next chapter of your life is already in motion. Your tears are nurturing your destiny, and your sister will inevitably recognize your love, as it cannot be overlooked indefinitely. Heaven has initiated her awakening, so keep your heart receptive and your spirit steadfast, for the next message will arrive sooner than you expect. You were destined for this moment, it is finalized, inscribed, and now it will come to fruition. Heaven continues to convey its messages to you. This concluding word from God and Archangel Michael transcends closure, it embodies prophecy, promise, and an eternal seal that shall never fade from your spirit. While this message might reach its end, the miracle has only just commenced. As you survey your surroundings, the same walls, the same door, the same light, know that profound changes occur within the unseen realms. A sacred bond that once restrained you has been shattered by your faith, your calmness, and your choice to engage with this message, despite your initial inclination to disregard it. Archangel Michael speaks once more, this time with a gentler, more intimate tone. Beloved, I have witnessed you traverse through darkness without guidance. I observed you bear burdens unacknowledged by others. I stood beside you during those sleepless nights when your whispered words were lost to silence. Yet tonight, I was privileged to witness your triumph. It was not through struggle or proving your worth that you emerged victorious, rather, it was through your awakening. Your name is being inscribed anew in the book of favor, a golden light has traversed your spiritual path, and the period of delay has ended. What you have awaited is now approaching, liberated from stagnation. Yet, few will comprehend this truth. The real blessing lies not in what you shall receive, but in who you have become. You have become the one who stands at the crossroads of truth and love, choosing God. You have become the family member who perceives beyond false smiles, prioritizing healing over comfort. You have shattered the silence, ensuring future generations will not be bound by chains. You are the bloodline's liberator, the curse breaker, the catalyst of divine change, the quiet miracle within your family. God has chosen you, and now the angels rest, the struggle is over, and your light shall continue to grow brighter. Go forth now, beloved, walk with the assurance that heaven is supporting you. Speak with grace, even when faced with upheaval, and love with fervor, even when others seem undeserving. This is your essence, awakened, anointed, unstoppable. It is completed, it is documented, and it is fulfilled. Your soul has heard it, and heaven has witnessed it. It shall soon manifest in your life abundantly. A sacred event is unfolding as your spirit absorbs this truth. This is not merely another message, it is a divine infusion nourishing you because something ancient, karmic, and long buried within your lineage has been pierced by your obedience today. Do you grasp the enormity of your actions? You have opened a spiritual conduit long sought after by your ancestors. Yes, I implore you to reflect on this again. Someone from your lineage once knelt and prayed for transformation. They may not have possessed the words or the strength, yet their pleas resonated, and heaven took heed. Do not be afraid, for the same God who reveals the truth will also grant you peace. You will not walk through this challenging journey on your own. Angels will surround you, and if you shed tears, they will be tears of healing, as restoration lies beyond the truth. You are stepping into the light. Pay special attention, for I am about to reveal something that even time has tried to conceal. There exists an object, perhaps a photograph, a journal entry, a bracelet, or a carefully folded note, that has been neglected. This item is destined to resurface in your life, either by chance or as a gift. When you find it, your spirit will recognize it, for it embodies a shared memory, an emblem of the precious bond between you and your sister that once flourished before disagreements arose. She has kept it as a testament to love amidst the confusion. Heaven desires this object to return, prompting healing. Indeed, healing is within your grasp, despite all that has transpired, for divine light does not seek to expose darkness to create fear but to offer liberation. I must emphasize that the next 3 days hold sacred significance. Michael instructs, this is not a time for conflict, reactions, or chaos. It is a season of spiritual preparation, for a divine event will manifest on the third night, a holy visitation. Your dreams may shift, and your sleep patterns may become irregular. Do not resist this, it is not insomnia, but God intentionally awakening you. During one of those nights, heaven will whisper a phrase that has the potential to transform everything. A name, a memory, or a phrase that has lingered in obscurity for years will emerge. When it does, refrain from speaking it aloud, simply write it down, for this will be God presenting the final piece of truth to you. Then, your sister will reach out, perhaps through a message, an in-person encounter, or by masking her emotions, but her spirit will be in turmoil, for the truth shakes all it encounters. Here lies your responsibility: speak from a place of love, not of pain. Share only what heaven inspires you to convey, avoiding the urge of your ego. In that moment, you bear the sacred duty to serve as a mirror rather than a hammer. Aim to reflect the truth rather than impose it. There is no need to force her to confess or provoke tears. Instead, let the divine light within you shine so brilliantly that all shadows around her dissipate. Should she succumb to her emotions, allow it. If she chooses to flee, let her go. If she responds with denial, continue to love her. The invisible elements are being reconciled in the heavens. Your role is not to repair but to remain steadfast, and your journey began the moment you received this message. Your spirit possesses a remarkable quality. While many might have given up, skipped over this, or dismissed it entirely, you chose to engage. You listened. You wept. You breathed. You believed. This commitment is why heaven stands ready to reward you. Indeed, dear one, a reward awaits you, arriving sooner than you expect. Within 7 days of this message reaching your soul, you will witness a shift in your surroundings. A door long closed will swing open. A message will find its way to you. A significant individual will return. A prayer that seemed unanswered will suddenly be realized. All will trace back to this pivotal moment when you embraced the challenging truth. You are not simply a sibling, you represent a soul on a divine mission, which is precisely why the adversary sought to blind you. Yet, God has restored your vision, and now nothing can hinder what heaven has initiated. The Archangel Michael assures you, you are entering a season of clarity. No more fog. No more confusion. No more feelings of isolation in your concerns. God has witnessed everything and is in the process of renewing all things. Dry your tears and lift your heart. You have already triumphed, for love, purified by truth, stands as the most potent force in the universe. One day, your sister will express her gratitude. Perhaps not today or tomorrow, but eventually, when she becomes fully aware, she will look back on this moment when heaven selected you to receive this message, and she will say, I may not have understood then, but I thank you for your unwavering support. Beloved soul, your trial is nearing its conclusion, and a miracle is on the horizon. You have honored this message and what is sacred. Therefore, prepare for what lies ahead. A final whisper from Archangel Michael before he departs: the angels remain present, not because of danger, but because you have successfully navigated one of the most challenging spiritual initiations a soul can encounter, facing the truth without retreating. Such resolve is rare, yet you exemplified it. You did not simply turn the page or dismiss this as irrelevant. Instead, you opened your heart and confronted the flames of honesty, allowing heaven to reveal what required illumination. This crucial choice has set you on a path toward a new realm of blessings, protection, and peace. Now, listen closely. There is a significant revelation to acknowledge, for heaven seldom concludes a message without a blessing concealed in its final line. Amidst all this, there is another presence watching over your sister, someone unexpected, perhaps a grandparent or a deceased relative from your family lineage. This soul has been whispering to her in dreams, attempting to awaken her spirit from within. The encouraging news is that she is beginning to hear them. Although she may not yet admit it, something deep within her is stirring, the veil is lifting, and soon she will undergo a transformative breakdown, one filled with beauty, release, and a sacred awakening. Your courageous choice to confront the truth has triggered a ripple effect across generations. You have interrupted a harmful cycle. You have broken a curse, and heaven rejoices in your victory. Now, God poses a sacred inquiry to you. Are you prepared to receive the blessing that was delayed due to deception? Are you ready for the inheritance that was kept locked away until this truth was acknowledged? If your soul answers affirmatively, express it wholeheartedly. Yes, Lord, I am ready, for in this moment, angels are being summoned, keys are being unlocked, individuals who have forgotten you are beginning to remember, and opportunities that previously eluded you are now actively seeking you. The peace that once passed you by is poised to flood your home like the morning sun. It is already unfolding. That cry defied time and space until it found you, and now, beloved, you embody the fulfillment of their prayer. This is precisely why it was destined to be you. This is why you could not bypass this message. Archangel Michael draws nearer again, his voice a powerful blend of thunder and silk. My child, behold the blessings inscribed in heaven under your name that were previously locked away due to spiritual hindrances. Those hindrances are now eradicated. Witness how swiftly things will progress. You shall not need to plead or pursue, the blessings will seek you, for the path has been cleared. Expect differing reactions from those around you post this revelation. Some may withdraw, others might grow distant or cold. Do not be alarmed, they are merely sensing your elevation, your new spiritual stature. When the light increases within a soul, the shadows either retreat or confront it. You, however, are now shielded. No longer must you defend or justify your existence, for God speaks on your behalf, and heaven's voice settles all disputes. Your sister, may she realize it or not, is already undergoing transformation. Even if her pride compels her to resist, even in her distance, she is experiencing shifts in her dreams, her thoughts, her reflections. Ultimately, through revelation or divine timing, she will utter the words heaven has long awaited, I'm sorry. When that moment arrives, beloved, prepare yourself, not to lecture or chastise her, but to embrace her spirit, as this instance is about healing, not victory. The healing will extend beyond her, encompassing you as well. You carry within you a weight that has lingered, a sorrow, a grief, a silent ache that occasionally disrupts your joy. A part of you has envisaged, why must I uphold everyone's contentment? Why am I ever the stronghold? Why do tears flow when no one observes and smiles grace my face when I am crumbling? Heaven replies, because you have been chosen. You possess a spirit capable of bearing burdens yet still finding melody in darkness. You are anything but ordinary, you represent a divine legacy in human form. In this moment, God is lifting the emotional burdens you have carried in silence, the unseen weight of feeling responsible for everything, the effort to maintain peace even while you are fragmented, the urge to be the one who comprehends, even when you feel misunderstood. God is reassuring you, my child, it is enough. Allow me to carry you now. You have done sufficient work. This evening, I extend to you an invitation to rest, physically, yes, but also spiritually. Trust that what was once chaotic is now being put right. What seemed broken is being restored in ways beyond your current understanding. That which was taken from you will be returned in abundance. The revelation regarding your sister is merely the beginning. What lies ahead is your reward, not solely in material terms, but in peace. Peace as you sleep, peace in your choices, and peace within your purpose. And, undoubtedly, blessings will follow, unexpected ones, financial grace, profound connections, and unforeseen opportunities. These will come not because you articulated your desires impeccably, but because you listened with courage. That is all God ever wished for you. There is one more intimate secret to share, whispered exclusively from heaven to you. Someone who has departed from your life, whether through estrangement or passing, is presently filled with pride for you. They are smiling down. Their spirit has been anticipating this very moment. In the nights to come, they may make their presence known in a dream, a fragrance, or a gentle whisper. Do not be afraid, it is not ominous, it is sacred. They carry a final message for you, you have broken the cycle. You have transformed the narrative. You have achieved what even I could not. Thank you. So breathe deeply, beloved. Breathe in new life, breathe in tranquility, breathe in liberation. This is not the end, it is your divine beginning. You are no longer the same person who read this message. You have evolved, you have awakened, and your spirit has been redefined by heaven's touch. Move forward in grace. Speak only truth. Love fearlessly. Live as though your soul has just been embraced by God, because, indeed, that is precisely what has transpired. Beloved, having remained open-hearted, you are now prepared to receive the final outpouring of holy anointing gently cascading over your spirit, your history, and your future. This concluding phase is not merely the closure of a message but the commencement of a divine chapter, inscribed long before your existence. Allow these words to cradle you, just as heaven has always enveloped you, even in your unawareness of their presence. There is something God has patiently awaited to convey to you, a sacred truth, free from the shadows of punishment, devoid of fear, and bathed in love. My child, you are not excessive, you are not overly sensitive, you are not delayed, you are not broken, you are not forgotten, you are not frail. You are precisely as I crafted you to be. Despite the misunderstandings, misuse, or manipulation you faced from those closest to you, God has never wavered in His understanding of you. Heaven has witnessed every tear you silently shed. The ones you hastily dried before anyone could notice, the ones you shed in solitude, the ones that fell in the dead of night while you feigned normality. Yet, you need no longer wear a mask or pretend to be strong solely for the comfort of others. This evening, God is holding you, simply you. Not just your sister or your family, not those who continuously take without acknowledgement. You, the one who bears the weight of others while quietly crumbling within. You, the one who has forgiven those who never offered an apology. You, the one who receives divine dreams yet often questions their reality. You, the one who occasionally longs to escape but continually chooses love. God addresses you now, I see you. I hold no disappointment, only pride in your journey, even if others remain oblivious to your progress. And my blessings for you have not ceased. Archangel Michael is still by your side, never once departing. He has observed you since your childhood. He knows how many times you were silenced, how often you prioritized others' needs over your healing, and how close you came to despair only to persevere. Michael says, "Beloved, you are a miracle in motion from heaven. The trials you faced were never meant to destroy you, they were meant to awaken you. And now that you're awake, you are untouchable, not in arrogance, but in purpose. The divine realm is now realigning people, plans, and paths for your benefit. You will soon witness this. Out of the blue, messages will arrive from individuals you haven't spoken with in years. Opportunities will emerge that you never envisioned. What once seemed unattainable will arrive effortlessly, not because of randomness, but because you have aligned yourself with truth and heaven. Consequently, blessings will align with you. Even your sister will one day gaze at you in admiration, questioning how you retained your softness amidst all your suffering, how your heart remained open while she turned cold. In that moment, she will reminisce about this illuminating presence. She may never articulate these thoughts, but she will feel it, and your spirit will recognize it. The greatest miracles are not always visible, they are the ones acknowledged by heaven. And beloved, heaven feels you. That night, your plea was heard in heaven. You softly uttered, "God, if you exist, please provide me with a sign." This message serves as that very sign, an assurance not born of coincidence, nor mere chance, nor the workings of an algorithm. It is the manifestation of divine intervention, bending time, space, and circumstance to respond to your heart's desire. Indeed, God whispers back, affirming His existence, presence, and attentiveness. The message proclaims, "I have chosen you." Embrace this message and allow it to permeate your very being, resonating within you and influencing your future. When shadows attempt to encroach upon your spirit, remind yourself, "I am known in heaven, I am cherished by Michael, I walk in the company of God. I am never alone, never have been, nor will I be." Even when others become distant, angels remain close. When the world overlooks your value, know that you are already adorned with divine recognition. Therefore, rest easy tonight, assured that your name is known in sacred circles. Your home is safeguarded, and this message transcends a mere warning, it signifies a new beginning. As you embark on this new chapter, embody these affirmations with strength, serenity, and divine fervor. I am not cursed. I am not confused. I am not too late. I am chosen. I am rising. I am ready. Proceed now, beloved, into the morrow with the support of angels, the essence of God within you, and the protection of Michael enveloping you. Never forget this: your story is not concluded. It has merely commenced anew. Yes, beloved, delve even deeper, for when the soul becomes still enough to embrace the profound truth of heaven, the message transforms from a conclusion into a living force within you. This moment signifies such a transformation. You are not merely reading, you are being reshaped. Each word that you permit into your spirit rewrites the silence of past pain. So, close your eyes for a moment, then open your heart wider, for the forthcoming words are meant for felt experience rather than mere comprehension. Recall the moment your heart first shattered, not solely from love, but from disappointment, betrayal, confusion, and from trusting those whom you never should have questioned. Heaven witnessed that pivotal event, the moment innocence fractured, the moment you began to doubt your value, realizing that not every expression of love was genuine, leading you to guard your heart more carefully than to let it flourish. Today, however, God seeks to restore what was lost on that day: your sense of safety, your certainty, and your unwavering trust in yourself are being returned in ways beyond your comprehension. The message regarding your sister was merely the threshold. Beyond this threshold, dear one, lies a flourishing garden, one that is replete with each version of yourself who once felt excessive, too quiet, too emotional, too delicate, or too neglected. This garden is set to bloom anew. You are rediscovering yourself, and this time, no one will be able to take that away from you, not those who misjudged you, nor the family attempting to restrict your potential, nor the moments of self-doubt. Not even your sister's unspoken actions. God has sealed your spirit, a seal of a divine nature that cannot be touched, fractured, or purloined. It cannot be fabricated, reproduced, or expunged. It embodies a mark of divine identity, affirming, "This one is recognized by heaven." What unfolds next is holy and extraordinary, a privilege reserved for those who have endured adversity. You are entering a period of divine restoration, yet not an ordinary restoration but one defined by personal, specific, sacred, and supernatural renewal. What was unjustly taken from your life, whether through your sister's actions, your family's reticence, or life's cruel timing, will return transformed, not as it was, but as something remarkably better. Old friendships that ruptured will be replaced with connections that feel like home. Financial losses will give way to surprising abundance that will astonish you. The fleeting moments of peace you once cherished will wrap around you like the air you breathe, the sunlight above, or a comforting second skin. Most importantly, the love you provided, even when unseen, is returning to you in waves, layers, and serendipitous encounters that feel like miracles manifested through humanity. Therefore, do not fear when old circumstances begin to dissipate. Such occurrences do not denote rejection, rather, they mark a realignment. Do not pursue that which wishes to depart, for God is creating space for something greater, purer, and more elevated. And as for your sister, whether she partakes in this new chapter or not, rest assured that you have forgiven her in spirit and liberated her soul. Amen.